Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if this is your first time tuning in. My name is Stephanie, and each week I do an oracle card reading and a crystal card energy for the upcoming week, just to help us navigate it most easily. I also choose 3 keywords from the Akashic Records that I've channeled the week before for the upcoming week. So just another kind of way to help us navigate the energy that's coming in. So I post these videos generally each Saturday for the upcoming week to give us a little bit of a head start. So this week we are November 14th through November 20th, 2021. But if you do stumble across this guidance outside that time frame and it feels relevant to you, then it absolutely is. It is timeless in that regard. So we do have a full moon this week as well. As you who are regular viewers know, I am no astrologist. I leave that to the professionals. It is intriguing, but goes right over my head. But I do know we have a full moon this week, and I do always find it fascinating how the keywords that I get from the Akashic Records around the time of full moon or new moon or other astrological events that I am aware of, how those kind of match up. Same with the crystal energy and the oracle energies, but it's been really prominent with the Akashic keywords that have come up recently at the times that we have full moons. So I believe this full moon is also a lunar eclipse. If any of my astrology friends are watching, feel free to leave your comments below to let everybody know what to expect. But I believe this is a full moon and a lunar eclipse on Friday the 19th. So normally how we do this is I do a crystal card. This week I'll be using crystal deck number 6 from the Healing Crystals card decks. And then usually I choose a different energy for Sunday to kind of set us up for the week. This week, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do our separate energy from a different deck on Friday. I just felt guided to use this Power of Surrender deck for Friday as our kind of separate energy for the full moon. So we'll see what collectively we need to surrender, because full moons are a great time for release work. So maybe, just what's coming up for the most people at this time. So we'll do that on Friday. The rest of the week, we're going to use these Louise Heart Thoughts cards. I've never used these here on YouTube before, but I am loving them. Most of Louise Hay's cards are affirmation decks. This is no exception, but it's a little different. I have never found this one before. I was able to find it. Someone sent it to me as a gift a couple weeks ago. So I've been working with it a lot myself, and I love it. And I thought I would use it for the rest of the week because, if there's a full moon and an eclipse, we probably need some affirmations. We probably need some positive thoughts this week. Thoughts and prayers for us. So let's start with the 3 keywords that came out from the Akashic Records this week while I was doing my work in those. Reflection, connection, and purpose. So reflection is, when I asked for additional information about that, what they gave me about reflection is that it's not the same as looking backward. It's about kind of looking into that pool and seeing, if you picture yourself looking into a pool or a pond of still water and seeing your reflection staring back at you, being able to see everything without judgment and without attachment. So reflection is about where we've been and where we're going without feeling like we've ever taken a wrong step on our path, knowing that everything we've done was to get us to the place we are right now and that it has all been correct. Whether it felt that way in the moment or not, this isn't about looking backward and reflecting with grief or sadness or anything like that. This is a totally different energy. It's about really looking into that still water and seeing things for what they are, and they were all perfect in their own way. So reflection this week, much different than rumination or loop patterns or the things that came out last week. We are through that energy. And even though this is a time of release work with the full moon and the eclipse this week, it's very much, for most of us, we are okay with where we're at now. We've done a lot of work. We know where we're at. Even if we don't have everything dialed in and we haven't figured everything out and we haven't been shown the end of that path yet, we're okay with who we are. We have faith. We know things are okay. We know we are co-creators in this experience and that there is a larger universal force, a larger divine spirit that is with all of us. So that's our reflection energy for this week. Then we have connection. same energy of co-creation. So knowing that we are not in this alone, we are in it with other humans, and we are all showing a lot more compassion these days. Even if we're stressed out still, a lot of that energy from the collective has passed, and we're feeling a lot more heart-centered and a lot more compassion these days. So that's connection with other humans, but also connection to our higher self, connection to the divine, connection to spirit, and knowing that we are co-creators in that connection. And then purpose was the last word that came out. And when I asked for clarification on purpose, it was about having a purpose, knowing a purpose, there being a purpose. And what they mean by purpose is a purpose for our actions being purposeful, our intentions being purposeful. So having intention behind the actions, having intention behind the purpose, and things carry more weight. They move more quickly when they're really, there's an intention or a purpose behind them. So connecting with what that purpose is, putting purpose and intention into the energies of the things you're working on or that you're wanting to create. So then let's talk about the crystal energy that came out this week. And it is brecciated jasper, which is one of my favorite crystals ever. I don't usually love the root chakra crystals, but I appreciate them for their purpose. But that's interesting. That's one of the keywords. I appreciate their purpose and how they support us from the ground up energetically, but I'm not usually drawn to them. Brecciated jasper is a huge exception to that. I absolutely love it. Its 3 keywords are strength, balance, and vitality. And it connects the root and sacral chakras. So that grounded energy, but also still allowing you to be in the energy of creation through that sacral chakra. And then its mantra or affirmation you can use this week is, I am nurtured and strengthened by the energy of the universe. I am nurtured and strengthened by the energy of the universe, which sounds a lot like connection, right? So that is our crystal energy for this week. And then Monday, we have, I follow the path of right action. So that also sounds like connection, right? And maybe it took some reflection and there's some purpose behind it. So I follow the path of right action. And each one of these is going to have kind of a mantra or affirmation you can use also. You may not be drawn to all of these this week. All of these are general readings. Not every bit of information is going to resonate with every person that watches it. But take what does resonate for you. Maybe write that one down, work with it throughout the week. If you resonate with all of them, that's great too. So this is going to be our Sunday energy. And I follow the path of right action says, I choose my thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for my highest good and greatest joy. All is well in my world. So that's like quintessential Louise Hay, all is well in my world. I choose my thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for my highest good and greatest joy. All is well in my world. So that's how we're setting up ourselves for the week. That's our Sunday energy. And then Monday, which would be November 15th, or if you are watching this for the upcoming week, is I am on the next step to my healing. So anything that needs let go of this week with that full moon energy, just remember I am on the next step to my healing. Like we have already gotten through it. And we're just letting go of those last energetic remnants. This says, I listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I am aware there is something I can do to change. So this is about action steps. This is about reflection and being connected to our physical bodies. That has come up a lot in private readings lately. I know a few of you have commented on that in videos and in private messages to me. We're really getting back in connection with our physical bodies these days. So I listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I am aware there is something I can do to change. So that really connects with that third keyword of purpose, having purpose and intention for our actions. So that's our Monday energy. Again, about movement forward. Then Tuesday, we have I am healthy and filled with energy. So another kind of health card, another vitality card. I am healthy and filled with energy. And this card says, I have wonderful energy that sustains me throughout each day. I am radiant, vital, and alive. And I feel like I can see people writing that one down. I just got like, this is going to resonate with a lot of people. So this is our Tuesday energy, but you can use it anytime you want for the rest of your life if you're called to. I am healthy and filled with energy. I have wonderful energy that sustains me throughout each day. I am radiant, vital, and alive. And for some reason, when I read that, I just get like this, ooh, like it's resonating with a lot of people. And again, that connects with the physical body and the energy body. So that is your Tuesday energy. Wednesday is I flow with life. I really like how these are like very filled with sort of vibrant energy. I flow with life. So that's Wednesday. And it says, divine order is ever present in my life. And there is plenty of time for all that I choose to do. So I don't know if any of you have noticed, I half joke about it sometimes about time being bendy, but time really is like an earthly construct. You know, other planets don't rotate at the same time that, or increments of time that Earth does. So this really is specific to us here on Earth. And there's always plenty of it. You know, we just need to sometimes change our perspective or our mindset if we feel like we are very frazzled or our days are getting away from us. This says, divine order is ever present in my life, and there is plenty of time for all that I choose to do. I flow with life. So that being in the flow of time management and being in control of your own schedule, your own life, how you do things, and knowing that you are the creator of your existence. And if you need more time, it's easy to find. So then Thursday, we have, I am at the center of peace. I am at the center of peace. In peace, I live and move and experience life. Because I keep myself centered in inner peace, I have peace in my outer world. In peace, I live and move and experience life. Because I keep myself centered in inner peace, I have peace in my outer world. So doesn't that sound a little bit like very tied to that time management or the flow of time card before? When we keep ourselves kind of organized and centered in peace internally, it manifests itself in our outer world. So, and that's about purpose. That goes to that third Akashic keyword too, with having a purpose and intention for our actions. So by inner peace begets outer peace and manifests itself as outer peace. So then Friday is the day we're going to do the different card, the one from the Power of Surrender deck. So this is, again, for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. If you have other things you'd like to work on as far as release work, something else that feels more specific to you, by all means do that. Friday will be a great day for it. For those that this does feel meaningful to, it is surrender to prayer. And when I say prayer, some people, that word feels like it rubs you the wrong way. Maybe you equate it to traditional religion. It doesn't have to be. But this goes to that purpose, that sort of having a purpose, having an intention that is very tied to ritual and having a practice. So whatever words resonate for you, whether it's ritual, practice, prayer, purpose, intention, affirmations, mantras, meditation, whatever feels right to you, you can substitute. This card says surrender to prayer, so that's how I'm going to read it, but do feel free to substitute whatever feels best to you. So this is for Friday. It says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So again, that reminder of connection, which was our second Akashic keyword, and knowing that we are not in this alone. We are part of a collective, and we are co-creators with spirit. So this saying surrender is the big message for this. So surrender to prayer or whatever form of ritual or practice feels best to you. A reminder to work with that on Friday, to let go of anything that's not serving you so that you can move forward into the reality you've been creating and working so diligently on. So then Saturday, back around to the end of the week, this is the perfect way to end this. I dwell on positive thoughts. So, when I glance down, because I shuffle these ahead of time and I choose them and set them here just for ease of arranging my space to do these videos, but I don't look at them ahead of time. And when I saw I dwell on, I was like, ooh, I don't want to dwell on anything. But it's, in typical Louise Hayes fashion, it is I dwell on positive thoughts. So it says, each thought I choose is like a drop of water. When my thoughts are positive, I can float on the ocean of life. So I think this is the perfect ending to this week. Especially with the full moon energy and the eclipse energy. Each thought I choose is like a drop of water. When my thoughts are positive, I can float on the ocean of life. So that goes right back to being in flow. And our Wednesday card, I believe it was Wednesday, was I flow with life. So each thought I choose is like a drop of water. When my thoughts are positive, I can float on the ocean of life. So very much being in the energy of flow this week. I dwell on positive thoughts, keeping that in mind throughout the week and finishing up our week on Saturday with that card. So I hope you all have a great week. Let me know what you're working on for this full moon, if you have any plans in process, and let me know how it's going for you. I will see you all next week.